Technology. It is now driving change in every major industry. What started with basic home electronics has evolved into a $2.9 trillion industry that includes entertainment, healthcare, automotive, and most major industries. Consumer technology is no longer a singular industry in how we see it, but an enabler that creates multiple new adjacent spaces and continues to create a continuum of opportunity. We've seen companies such as Apple and Google invest in digital health. Sony and Huawei launch initiatives in automotive. And even the stakeholders in the shared economy like Uber and Lyft diversify their business plays. The industry has now matured and is on the brink of the next revolution. Virtual reality and augmented reality, more commonly known as VR and AR, are the technologies that enable users to visualize virtual spaces and objects using stimulation by visual, auditory, and other tactile feedback mechanisms. Coming together of virtual and real environmental elements is known as mixed reality, or MR. MR is going to be a key driver for the new paradigm shift of interactive collaboration, the Metaverse. The Metaverse is an immersive, three-dimensional environment that allows users to interact with their surroundings and other users. As a concept, it's still in its infancy, but it's brought to frame both the vision and the opportunity for a future of digital engagement, with implications on, dare I say, social structure and way of life. Just a year ago, we saw Facebook rebrand to Meta to reflect the company's new focus in building the Metaverse. But Meta isn't the only technology player to focus on the Metaverse. We've seen Microsoft, through the acquisition of multiple AR and VR companies, focus on implementing virtual avatars and virtual spaces for Microsoft Teams. We've seen graphics processing companies like NVIDIA have played a major role in designing the video processing chips required to render the images for the Metaverse. Google, one of the early movers in the wearable AR space, has now invested a hefty $39.5 million directly linked to the Metaverse. The Metaverse isn't a single technology or device and will not be serviced by any one company. Rather, it is the convergence of several technologies, all of which are quickly maturing for mainstream use. But what are the key enablers of this space? Well, we've already spoken about VR, AR, and MR as technology enablers. Also, breakthroughs in computational power, machine learning, and AI will help process the large volumes of data that are critical in creating and accelerating the opportunity it presents. The blockchain, cryptocurrency, and NFTs will help enable digital property and payment channels, facilitating the transfer of payments for digital goods and services. Let's take a look at two industry applications. In healthcare, we've already seen the emergence of virtual wellness and exercise classes. On the horizon, more immersive telemedicine and therapy approaches, changing the model for consumer care in the short term and paving the way for 3D models for simulating patient health outcomes in the medium term. Retail brands have started doubling down on digital with virtual shopping and consumer care centers. We've already seen companies like Adidas and Dolce & Gabbana launch their own NFT collections. Based on growth information, in the medium term, it is clear that NFT-based purchasing will increase in popularity. In the long term, we're likely to see digital technology enable full sensory immersion in retail experience. There is certainty that our future is in 3D, with simulations driving how we design our world and how we live in it. Whether that comes in the form of the Metaverse, as the term is coined today, or if it's replaced by a different concept remains to be seen. What is imperative to get right are the ethical challenges brought about by Web 3.0, from data security to mis- and disinformation, to the role algorithms play in our lives. Moderation, through well thought out policy and technology infrastructure, is essential for not replicating the mistakes of the past.